What's going on? It's your boy Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in the Pink Dungeon. Man, getting it to your real raw rugged. And today, I just want to talk about something, man, because I'm just like looking at things, observing the world, observing the internet. I don't know why I put an S on internet, but for real, I just been observing everything, and I don't get it, bro. I feel like everything, every movement, everybody in the limelight that's pushing something has a side agenda, even if it seems great and it seems like the outcome would be amazing. I honestly feel like all of these things that are getting pushed have side agendas. Even if the base of it I'm in agreement with, I feel like the overall movement or the actual mindset of that person, I feel like it's a side agenda to everything. And I just want to talk about it, bro. Like, I was just looking at I forget her name. I know her initials are TB, and I know she's the founder of the Me Too movement. And I think the basis of that is basically, like exposing rape culture or exposing how men could be predators and not be found guilty of things like that, which I think is amazing. I think it's great, right? But then when I get to just look at all the specifics, I can't help to believe that something is like up, I feel like it's a side agenda to all of these big movements, which I want to go into a little bit later, but stick on the Me Too movement. I seen a tweet. Let me read it word for word so I don't get her words mixed up. This is the founder of the Me Too movement. This is what she said on Twitter in response. Basically, somebody tweeted her and was like, "Hey, when you gonna get these white people out the paint? Are these white men that be getting like all predatory? When you gonna get them out the paint?" And her response was, and again, answer me this: when should black men be held accountable for their predatory behavior? And why is it my job to go after white men? Since when is standing up for black women and girls anti-black? Now, I felt like that tweet was really weird because, I don't know what her job is, quote unquote, but I would assume somebody who's the founder of the Me Too movement is to really get all men out the paint who have predatory behavior and predatory actions. So I guess people are trying to say that she's been focusing on a lot of black men lately, and they're like, well, what's up with these white dudes? Like, you ain't talking on them. And she's like, it's not my job to talk about these white people. And like, oh, what your job is this? So just stuff like that. It leads me to believe, like, is the black man, is it like our time to get demonized again in history? Like, I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I already been looking at things about men and like the way men and just the way certain things are portrayed in media and just stuff like that. It makes me figure out, like, are you really trying to eliminate rape culture and predatory behavior, or are you trying to push some side agenda that's going on? I just don't really understand it. And I feel like that for a lot of the world. Black Lives Matter. I agree with the root message of like basically black people getting killed unjustly, not getting justice in the court system. I agree 100% with stuff like that. But then on the other flip side, I feel like there's a side agenda that's going on. Like, when I have a lot of videos about the like Black Lives Matter stuff like that, so you can look at it and just go through my channel and find it. But even Republicans or Democrats, I feel like all of that is a side agenda, bro. I feel like literally everything that's getting pushed right now, they have their own side agenda for it, and nothing is being done out of the goodness out of anybody's heart. I feel like something is a monetary gain or it's a personal gain, something. I just don't feel like everything is actually being done to actually better the people. Is something else they're trying to push on the low, toxic masculinity, right? I think that, like, again, I agree with the root thing. I literally, when I did one of my Man on the Street videos, the one that went viral, bro, I seen so much quote unquote toxic masculinity. I go and ask a nigga something. I got my bonnet on, so, ooh, it's too hard. I can't talk to a nigga in a bonnet. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit there is toxic. You know what I'm saying? I went to this school called First Coast, man. A lot of crazy stuff going on there with men. It's very toxic behavior, right? So I agree, a lot of that stuff needs to be eliminated. But then on the flip side, is like, is there also like a feminization of men going on? Every time I click on the hashtag Black Boy Joy, it's never no nigga just posted up looking regular. It's a nigga with like a purse, or a nigga twisting, or a nigga just cheesing real. Like, it's like, bro, like, why nigga just can't look? You know what I'm saying? Like, why does he have to be feminine? Like, I always see that. And if it's just a nigga that do look regular, like big retweets, but like the ones with a lot of retweets, it'd be a nigga like just really feminine. And it's like, Are they trying to feminize men, or are they actually trying to eliminate the toxicity, if that's a word, in masculinity? You know, so I don't know what's true, and I don't know what to believe. So that's why I never really try to stand with groups or anything like that if I don't know the person who's doing it personally, because I don't know their side agenda. You know, like I said, most of these groups that I'm naming, I agree with the root statement, but the way it's being done and the way it's being executed, I don't know if I agree with it, because I feel like everything's a side agenda, just like I was talking about with the Republicans and Democrats. It's really weird when I was looking at this TV show called 60 Days In, and it was like asking a woman, basically like explain, like, you know, like, tell me about yourself. And she says, well, my name is blase blah. I'm a right-wing, hardcore conservative, big Republican. I'm like, why is it the second thing you say? Like that should not be what makes you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I ask you, oh, tell me about yourself, I'm getting to know a girl. She's like, oh, my name's Erica. I'm a big Democrat. Like why is that in your makeup of DNA? Like, you should not be standing with something. The way people treat political sides is really weird to me, because it's almost like they're gonna die on that hill, as if it's like God or something. Like they stand with it as if like these people are God. Like, you will see like a Republican go to jail with this whole Trump thing. You see all the Republicans just cape for that Republican, be like, oh, but this happened, but this, but why didn't you do the Democrat? It's like, bro, you do not have to stand with that person just because he is in the same political party as you. Like, what are you trying to push? What are you doing here? Same for a Democrat. A Democrat go to jail for, I don't know, beating up a girl or something like that. They'd be like, but they didn't want to talk about the Republic. It's like, okay, you could bring, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't cover it fairly, I understand that. But please accept the fact that that person has did something bad. You don't have to ride with that person. That person ain't Jesus. You don't know that person in real life. Like, that could be a really wild person. I just don't understand these agendas. Like, it's almost like it's like a divide and conquer thing, because like, if you're a Democrat or you're a Republican, you can't even be friends. Like, it's always been like that, to the point where you don't talk about political stuff. But I feel like it's very divisive right now, because if nobody can acknowledge that their side is doing something wrong, which both sides have taken very bad approaches to several different things I can make a whole nother video about. And it's weird, man. And I think the thing that bothers me the most probably about this whole thing is the way that I see black women talking about black men. And it's really sad to me, because it's almost like a divisive thing. Like, the government divided black people during the Black Panther days. You know, that was when black people were probably almost at their like strongest. You know, like, they like, damn, we doing this, we doing this. Then they do the COINTELPRO, Black Panther done. And when I see a black woman tweet something like, black men are the white men of black people, why would you tweet that? Like, what are you gaining from that? I don't get why you would tweet that. Even if you felt like that, don't tweet that out. That's crazy. I don't understand some of the things that's going on, because I would never tweet anything about that. I would never tweet anything like that about a black woman ever in my life, because that's just stupid. Like, I would never say anything like that in general. I don't feel that way. I wouldn't tweet anything like that. That's just destructive and divisive. It's like, you should be, even though, like I said, you get these black men out here that's doing women bad, get them out of here. But you should be bigging up your black man, because it's not a lot of people doing that right now. It's a lot of people sitting on black men. And even though it's been years and years of black men treating black women a certain way, don't generalize and do it all like that. You should big up the black men who are doing great things. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't do that. Like, we don't need to be divided at the point in the time that we are in 2019. We need to be unified. And I feel like there's not a lot of that going on. And it's just weird, man. I'm going off on a riff right now, but I just wanted to make this video and just let you know everything has a side agenda to it, all these big things. So that's why, you know, when I make it and do bigger things, if I ever push out something, it's from the heart. It's never anything monetary and nobody in my ear, man. I'm doing it because I feel like it should be done or it should be said. So until next time, I say what I mean what I say. Haters gonna hate, players gonna play. Holla at your boy now, man.